Welcome to WRTR Real Talk Radio. The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are those of the hosts and guests
and do not necessarily reflect the views of any affiliated organizations or institutions. This podcast is intended for informational and entertainment purposes only and should not be considered legal, financial, or professional advice.
While we strive to provide accurate and up-to-date information, we make no representations or warranties of any kind, express or implied, about the completeness, accuracy, reliability, or availability with respect to the podcast or the information, products, services, or related graphics contained in the podcast.
Any reliance you place on such information is strictly at your own risk. In no event will we be liable for any loss or damage, including, without limitation, indirect or consequential loss or damage, or any loss or damage whatsoever arising from loss of data or profits arising out of or in connection with the use of this podcast.
By listening to WRTR Real Talk Radio, you acknowledge that you understand this disclaimer and agree to its terms. Enjoy the show.
WRTR Real Talk Radio featured guest DJs, original shows, the hottest DJs from around the world.
Release them Epstein file. Release them Epstein file. Man, release them Epstein file. Y'all hear what we said? Them Epstein file. Y'all hear what we said? Them Epstein file. Release them Epstein file.
Release them Epstein
I'm
files.
just saying, I'm not even sure like how I really want to open up this week, but here we are. Inside of another weekly recap with us here on WRTR Real Talk Radio. Thanks for coming back. You can call me Mr. Over It.
And
Completely.
my name is Miss Lyric B. What's going on, y'all?
Oh, well. What is going on? What isn't going on at this point? What?
That's what I'm saying.
It's been a week.
It's been a whole lot of
It
things
has.
coming out to the American people.
It has.
And we're going to talk about them this week. And I can't wait.
Oh, how are you this week?
I'm good. I'm good.
Good.
I
Okay.
feel rested.
I know that's right. Here's something. Let's open with the letter. This one comes to us from Keelan from LA. And he's thinking about starting his own podcast and ask a couple of questions for us. One, he wanted to know the best advice for selecting a co-host. Do you have any ideas for him, perhaps?
Somebody who matches your vibe. Somebody who is not afraid to state what their opinion is. That's
Always good.
a big one.
Because you're not always going to agree with whatever the subject material is.
Yeah, and someone who's not afraid to agree to disagree, because me and Marcus don't always agree on everything.
Nope.
Most things we do, but everything we don't. And we're able to discuss them and still respect each other's opinions about things.
Right.
Somebody who has a personality. To do a podcast, you have to have some personality. You don't necessarily have to have a big personality,
Yeah.
but you have to be able to come across a certain way to people to get people to listen to your podcast. So that's what I would say.
Yep. I'd say select somebody that has knowledge, somebody that, you can rock with, but also that you can vibe with in a conversation, somebody that you actually enjoy talking to. Because I think a lot of times people just jump onto people's podcasts and they don't really have chemistry with them. So what's worked for us is that we had a friendship before she ever joined the podcast, and our conversations were awesome. So, it was what it was. So hopefully.
Exactamundo.
Yep. And his second question is, how do we come up with our segments? I guess I would just say that, first I try to be I try to be as versatile as I can on this show because I realize that we are a comedy genre podcast, so it's hard to sometimes make some of the subject material funny. But because of, again, how we think, because we can literally cackle at anything, I think that it works out well. We really can. We can laugh at the most absurd things.
Ignorant. Some of the things we probably shouldn't laugh
We
at,
shouldn't.
but it's so absurd.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. This timeline that we live in, when I tell you. All right. So you said you're rested as far as your mood. So for this week's question, tell me something you did for only yourself. You can start by telling me what you told me off air.
What? That I got some sleep?
Yeah.
Yeah. Baby. I
That's
said,
good.
listen, yesterday, don't ask me for nothing. Don't come to me for nothing. I'm not doing nothing. I'm not going nowhere. I'm resting because honestly, since the last week of my graduation, I've been going nonstop. Even when I got back, I've been going nonstop since getting this space that I'm building the studio in. And I haven't had any time to like kind of just decompress.
Yep.
I've still had to go to rehearsals. I've still had shows.
Damn.
I've still had prior engagements that I agreed to go to. So I'm tired. And so yesterday I said, you know what? It's Friday. I did want to go to the movies to see a little something, but
What is even
I said,
playing?
you know what?
What is even playing right now?
I wanted to see Now You See Me, Now You Don't, because I like that that movie.
Is that a scary movie?
No. It's like a magic
Okay.
movie.
I'm looking.
And then there was something else too, but I can't think of what it is right now.
Okay.
So yesterday, I got some rest and I watched the series Welcome to Derry because people have been talking about it.
Isn't that like a It origin story?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my God, it is so good. It is so good. I binged all 3 episodes that have came out so far, and I could not take my eyes away. And it is very gory,
Of
and
course.
it's very gross,
All right.
and I loved it.
Of course you did. No, I'm looking at Now You See Me, Now You Don't on Google. It says it's a crime thriller. Okay. The 4 horsemen and a new generation of illusionists try to bring down a worldwide criminal network. Huh. So they do so by magic, by using magic?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That might be interesting.
It's pretty cool. Yeah. You got to watch. It's like a series. There's 2 other movies before this one. So to understand, if you haven't seen it, you got to watch the first 2 movies. But I loved it. But that's what I did yesterday for myself.
Work. I've done the same. Like, sleep must be the gift that's given this season because I've been sleeping like crazy this week. And I guess I needed it because my mind has just been so stressed. I've had so much on my mind that I just wanted to release and relax and be like, all right, calm down. So I feel recollected and ready to get into this mess. Let's start off with when I grow up. I want to be like Frida Gibbs. So according to DelcoTimes.com, on November 6th, officials unveiled the statue of Frida, the Cheetah Gibbs, hometown hero and the first African-American woman to ever win a world kickboxing title. The statue, Yep. The statue now resides in the park across from Chester City Hall at East 4th Street and Avenue of the States. Mayor Stefan Root says that her story has inspired the world with her kickboxing world championship and has been called the, quote, most dangerous woman in the world. You know I love to hear that. Yep. And one of the other things the mayor said, he added that Gibbs continues to make history and open doors for women. And I thought that to be especially needed in a time where women are expected to be less. So y'all niggas can feel like you're more. So work, Frida. Love it. Who you got?
Okay, so mine might be a little weird.
Okay.
But I don't care.
Work.
Because this spoke to my spirit.
Okay.
Now, anybody who knows me knows that my feet are precious to me.
I mean,
So much so that I'm not wearing no heels. I don't fuck with them shits. I don't like them. They hurt.
come
I
to
don't
think
see
of it,
how
have I
y'all
seen you
can
in
wear
heels? I don't think I've
Never.
seen you.
Never.
You know what? I think
If you did, it's been a rare occasion, and I kicked them hoes off after like 30 minutes or so.
we used to go to a lot of parties and stuff, though, and I don't recall you ever wearing heels. You've always looked. You always look
Nope.
nice, but I mean, you don't have to wear heels to look nice. So I guess I just didn't pay attention.
Nope, never.
Wow.
So I want to be like 102 years old,
Work.
Marie Broussard from Houston.
She said it.
Proved age
Jeez.
is nothing but a number.
Exactly.
Because when it comes to her, shopping in fashion is tea, honey. Because she still wears her heels at 102.
Okay. Work diva. Because, wow.
So when asked why she still wants to wear her heels,
Because they make your
do her
silhouette look
makeup
mean, bitch. That's why.
and dress fancy, she said, because she wants to look good just in case she finds herself a boyfriend.
I know that's right. She said.
But then here's why I picked her.
Okay.
So the interviewer person said, okay, so why you don't have a boyfriend now? She said, well, they're all dead.
What?
My previous boyfriend. But she said, but now I'm not really searching for a boyfriend unless he has his own, because I don't know why these men nowadays think that I'm gonna give them some money to be with me.
Let me
because I ain't
find
gonna
out.
do that.
Let me find out. The grannies is
At
out here.
102, baby, she said, you ain't getting no cash.
None. Because y'all
To be with
suck.
my ass. You better clock it, Miss Marie. I know that's right.
Wow.
I want to be like her when I get that age.
Can you imagine though?
God willing.
The dating pool at that age has got to be just dead off. You see what I did there?
Literally.
But yeah, it's got to be on top of just, niggas and fucking around with dropping dead. You just, on top of that, you got to think to, if she's going to the fact that niggas are asking her for money at her age, the rest of us are doomed. We're doomed. We are
And she's
doomed.
102.
Exactly. We're cooked. And she can't find no nigga. Oh my God. Get her.
Baby, she said,
Get her a man.
absolutely not.
I know that's
You
right.
won't see it.
She said, bring what she's bringing to the table. If she brings her depends, nigga, you better have your own. Fuck you.
Period. Because you can't be dependent on her.
Not at all. All right.
My pick. Yeah.
I know that's right. All right. Up next, we gonna answer. Well, she's gonna answer your advice questions as if it were lyric. We'll be right back.
So I'm calling your church to test to see if they are willing to help feed a starving baby. So right now I'm about to call First Baptist Church in Corbin, Kentucky. And it says we are a Christ-centered, service-oriented family of faith who remains linked to Baptist roots while learning to live graciously in an ever-changing world. Let's see if they are willing to help feed a starving baby, though.
First Baptist Church.
Hey, yes, I was calling to see if y'all could help with baby formula at all.
I'm sorry.
I was calling to see if y'all could help with baby formula. I have a 2-month-old and she's been out since yesterday, and I'm just trying to find somebody that can help her.
No, we don't typically have baby goods here, and certainly not formula that I'm aware of in our food pantry. You might try Central Baptist Church.
Yeah, I've already called them.
Okay, I started to say I don't think they do formulas. But no, ma'am, I don't even know where to refer you.
Okay. It's not something y'all could get and I could just pick it up?
No.
Okay. All right. I just want to let you know that I am doing a social experiment, so I actually don't have a crying baby and don't have a need. I'm actually just calling churches to see which ones would feed a starving baby. So yeah, I just want to let you know that.
Well, I appreciate that. And that's very much needed, and we do what we can. We have a White Flag ministry that feeds the homeless people. We have a food pantry that's opened every week that helps feed, but now I don't think that baby formula is an item that is made available here by us on a regular basis.
Okay. Personally, I just feel churches that are pro-life, that should be something that they should definitely consider offering in the future.
I don't disagree with you.
Okay. Well, I hope you have an amazing day.
Thank you.
All right. Bye. That was awkward. I don't like telling them. It's different when, like, they agree to it and they want to help, but it's definitely like, you failed. I'm sorry. I am glad they have a food pantry, but why would you, of all things, not have formula for babies? Like, I think that's crazy. But, hopefully this brings awareness and change.
Maybe not what you should do, but definitely she would if it were lyric.
What's going on, y'all? It's your girl, Miss Lyric, and I'm back with my segment, If It Were Lyric, where I discuss your situationships, your friendships, your relationships, and I give my 2 cents about it. I know that's right.
You better.
So if you guys want to send me your advice, questions, and stories, please send them to my Gmail at lyricbravado@gmail.com. Now let's get into this story. This comes from Dylan from Wisconsin. Okay, Dylan. All right, it says, Dear Lyric, hey, how you doing? I listen to your show every freaking week that you guys come out, and I never thought that I would be writing you a letter.
I feel attacked.
But here we are. And oh my gosh, I need help. What should I do?
Okay.
I caught my fiance in the toilet with another man at her dad's wedding.
In the toilet?
I guess in the stall.
Oh.
The guy was someone she works with. We have been together for 6.5 years. Not sticking up for my fiance, but she does get blackout drunk and has done things before and can't remember a single thing she does. And can't even talk a sentence as she is that drunk. They both denied when I finally opened the door, as it was in a handicapped bathroom.
Not the extra room, so you could throw that leg up. Work.
Not to encouraging cheating.
No, I'm not. But you gotta admire the ergonomics though.
And wanted to catch them in the act. They were in there for approximately 20 minutes. When she eventually came round from being drunk the next morning, she confessed to kissing. And he also did too. And he is also married, and I have now told his wife what happened. She now said she's never going to drink again. I have no idea what I'm going to do. And I'm looking for your advice.
Wow.
What should I do?
Why do we laugh at the most inappropriate times?
I don't know. It's like that saying goes, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice.
Shame on me.
It sounds like she needs to stop drinking for herself, honestly. It's going to be one of those things where she finds herself in a dangerous situation.
You think?
Because you're drinking to the point where you black out. That is not okay. And then you don't remember what's going on around you. Yeah, no.
Therapist.
She definitely needs therapy, but it sounds to me like you don't want to leave her. From what you're saying, you don't sound angry. You sound more concerned in this letter. which you should be. 6.5 years is a long time to be with somebody. I would definitely, if you're going to stay with her, it's time to consider some type of rehab and therapy at this point. Because you said that this isn't the first time that she's done it, meaning that there's a pattern there. And for you all to move forward in your relationship and to look to get married, these sorts of things need to be addressed now before they continue in your marriage. So definitely, if you're going to stay with her, I would definitely have a long conversation with her and encourage her to get some help, get some serious help, because you can't, nobody can do that by themselves. You're not certified to do that sort of thing. She needs some sort of intervention to get to the root of the problem, because people just don't drink to the point where they black out for no reason. There is a root to the problem.
Yep.
And in order to treat that issue, somebody qualified needs to get to the root of the issue of why she's drinking to the point of blacking out in the first place.
Yeah, let's discuss this. Let's find out where that is. How'd you get there? How did we get here?
That's my advice if you plan on staying with her. If you're looking at her sideways, which it doesn't seem like you are, then, by all means, call it quits and wish her the best. But that is my advice for you, Dylan, this week. And thank you for listening. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. All right. This one says, Dear Lyric, my stepdaughter's dad passed away. We took our kids, one is 3 and very aware. I try to be open and explain it in a kid-friendly language that he died. Example, he was sick, his organs weren't working, doctors couldn't fix him, and he died, but we'll put him in the ground and he can go to heaven and become a star. Wow. Okay. At the viewing, my child became scared as he didn't look like himself. And I'll admit, he didn't. They did a horrible job at that funeral home, but that's that's another story for another day. Are you falling out?
Who did the body?
I know, right? Well, since at night she has trouble sleeping and often says she's afraid that the man is going to get her, and she was scared of him.
Okay.
How can I smooth out the experience for my child? I want to be honest, but not traumatize her or thinking just any sick person dies. I know that you mentioned that you have adult children, and I wanted to hear from you how you had that conversation with them when they were tots. It's stressful, but I know you all will help me laugh through it as I come up with the strategy for myself. So my question is, when it was Lyric, what did you do? Thank you both for keeping a smile on my face with your podcast. With warm wishes, Norvella. Norvella, thank you for that letter, because that was hilarious.
Okay. I'm so sorry, because first of all, you said you don't want to traumatize her. It sounds like that boat has sailed.
It's down the road, sis. That boat is halfway across the Atlantic.
Man, he didn't look like her father. On a more serious note,
How?
I would not be able to say yay or nay what to say about that, because you already now if you had to ask me what to do before the funeral, I could have gave you some solid advice. If you don't think that your child is ready to see something like that, I'd advise to let them stay and not view the body. Explain the funeral process, explain what happens when somebody passes, and just don't let them view the body. But you already did that. You already traumatized your child. So at this point, they do have people certified grief counselors who are more able to explain things to children in a way to get them to understand and not be fearful of the process. And it sounds to me like that is something that you probably should do now, since you let your baby view that body, and now she's scared of the man in the casket coming to get her at night.
I want to see what that body look like. I kind of do.
I just don't. I'm not a fan of children viewing bodies in the casket. I've never been a fan, unless they want to. Now, if it's something that they want to, I'm not going to be like, oh no. But I'm not going to push that on my child.
A 3-year-old.
I don't care what age they are. I'm not going to push that on my child, because they could take it anyway.
She did.
And I'm sure your 3-year-old did not ask to see that body. So now it's time to get a grief counselor involved so they can explain the process of what she saw. So she doesn't be terrified for the rest of her life about people in caskets.
Yeah, because you done told her that you putting him in the ground and he about to become a star and all this shit, like.
And then she's seen him in his like zombie dad.
Yeah. He giving Thriller, and your baby is terrified. Wow.
Yeah, so definitely get a grief counselor involved. And some counties and stuff offer that for free, so I would definitely look into that.
Poor baby.
But yeah, that is right.
Oh my God. I'm trying to be serious, but you know.
I can only imagine what that baby was thinking.
I can only imagine what that body looked like.
Did a horrible job. He didn't look like himself. I mean, most people do not. Let's be honest. Like, you could be the most bombest funeral director in the world, but once you're dead and they put those chemicals in your body, it does something to it. Mm-hmm. It does something to it. And I haven't seen, now I've seen bodies look good, but I haven't seen a body that like, oh wow, they looked exactly the same. I haven't.
I don't go to funerals, so I would be horrible for this kind of thing.
So you're not going to mine?
I don't know. I would go to your memorial service, but I can't say that I would be at your. Well, if it was open casket, probably not. I couldn't.
First of all, I don't want no open casket because
I want a memorial. Like, I want a memorial service. It's not that I don't care about you. It's just I was that kid that saw the body and stuff when I was little, and ever since
so what
I don't
if I have
go.
Closed casket? You come in and they just put a big picture of my face right next to it.
I will be right there. Okay.
Y'all heard it here, folks.
Mm-hmm. So don't be skeeting out horrible things about me.
I don't want to hear no shit.
Oh God, we're awful people.
I know.
We are so awful. Sorry for your loss.
I'm trying to get to 102 like Miss Marie.
With your heels on, silhouette looking nice, diaper all droopy. You better work, bitch. You better work.
First of all, you ain't putting no damn diaper on me when I go. Put me some drawers on. Let me go out in style. I got to have my lashes too.
No,
we want to talk about.
Just like she was alive. I know she'd want her depends.
Nope. Absolutely not.
You sure? Okay.
Absolutely not.
Fine.
But that's it. That's all for my segment this week. Please continue to send me your stories at my Gmail, like bravado. Thank you very much.
Okay. So this timeline this week. Oh my God. We'll get into it up next. We'll be right back.
Well, someone on Trump's legal team is pretty bright. Not very ethical, but pretty bright. So you guys all saw Trump's tweet about all the Democrats that he thinks need to be investigated. And Pam Bondi has now opened an investigation into all the Democrats that Trump named in his Truth Social rant. Why does that matter? Because now the DOJ has an open, active investigation regarding the Epstein files. Why does that matter? Because it is well settled law. I've practiced criminal law for 30 years almost. It is well settled law that if there's an active investigation, then you don't have to release files. So even if the House and the Senate vote to release the files, even if Trump vetoes it and it goes back and they overcome the veto, the DOJ is going to say, we have an open investigation. We can't give you the files. Please share this. I don't ask you guys often to share this, but everyone needs to know what they're doing here. This is their checkmate, they think. This is how they can keep the files closed the entire time they're in power, because they'll keep an open investigation. Share this. Let everyone know that they are using the justice system after they've already said there's nothing there. The investigation's complete. Nothing there. Now they're opening it for the sole reason. So when the Senate and the House vote to release the files, they can say, sorry, open investigation. Go love your neighbor.
Time to troll.
I almost made a joke about Epstein making it rain from the grave, but with these emails, considering the nasty and sick shit he was into, these other bitches. Let's just talk about these emails, kids. So, Miss Lyric, how's your week been? Because I know we've been texting back and forth about these emails. I wish y'all could see her face.
Oh my goodness.
It has been a week. And, okay, let's just...
The last 48 hours have been
Chef's kiss. Mm-hmm. According to Newsweek, headline, Donald Trump blowing Bubba message in Epstein emails under scrutiny. That is just one among the many bombshell emails that have been leaked. Or, shared, rather. Because it's on the website. It's literally on the government website. But I zeroed in on this one on Newsweek.com because it is the most hilarious of them all. And we are a comedy show, so. According to Newsweek, an email in the Jeffrey Epstein files that references U.S. President Donald Trump, quote, blowing Bubba, has attracted scrutiny on social media.
Excuse me.
I'm just saying. On Wednesday.
Hold on, I think I'm gonna have to mute my mic to see your face because I can't.
No, I love the commentary. I love the laughter. On Wednesday, U.S. lawmakers released more than 20,000 pages of documents connected to Epstein, a convicted sex offender who died by suicide in a New York jail in 2019 while awaiting sex trafficking charges. Some of the documents mentioned Trump, including one from Epstein's brother Mark, which references photos of Trump, quote, blowing Bubba. Now, Bubba is a nickname of former President Bill Clinton, but Mark Epstein told Newsweek the individual was not Clinton. He did not provide any additional details about the identity of Bubba or the meaning of his emails. But y'all on social media have had quite the opposite to say. Because I've seen every... what is the most hilarious thing that you've seen about all of this? Because I know you actually sifted through the emails. I was working. I didn't have the opportunity to go, but you were sending me some of them. What was your take on all of this?
The fact that Putin has pictures,
yeah, that's
had me That shit had me wheezing. I was holding on to dear life.
Listen,
when I read that he has pictures in that email,
I am going to be so mad. First one of you bitches that post that shit online and my eyes get assaulted with it, I am going to... I'm hunting you down. I'm hunting you down.
You know it's coming.
I do.
He's
don't
beefing
want to see
with
that.
Elon Musk. How many leaks have happened on X or Twitter, which one you want to call it? How many?
I mean,
All
at this
of them.
point, are they
All
just
of
posting
them.
war
All
plans on Twitter?
that's the first place that shit's gonna leak, get the hell out of my face. You know good and freaking well.
I'm so glad
in
I'm
a
on
couple
Twitter.
of weeks, it's going to leak on Twitter.
That is
and
gross.
It's going to spread like wildfire.
It's going to leak and spread, huh? Is it?
You see what I did there?
I did. It's kind of gross, actually. Gross.
Hey, don't shoot the messenger.
Just shooting his face. Just,
The jokes write themselves.
They really do. If this is true, let's just playing with the idea. Let's say it is true. How much of his fan base do you really think that he's gonna lose? Because these bitches will literally watch him crack open a child's skull on live TV on Fox News, suck out the brain marrow, and be like, well, I mean, it's probably AI.
Or be like, what's the problem? Like that one video I sent you.
Yeah. I'm getting it.
What is wrong with you people?
She's actually on my list. Since we're talking about political stuff, according to CNN, Megyn Kelly appears to question whether Epstein was a pedophile. I mean, real. Okay. During an episode of her podcast on SiriusXM, former Fox News host, go Fig, Megyn Kelly questioned whether Jeffrey Epstein was a pedophile, saying we are yet to hear evidence that children under 10 have come forward to claim that they were assaulted by him. So I said, children under 10? Oh, okay. So I ran on over to TikTok to find it, and I'll let y'all hear what this bitch said.
As for Epstein, I've said this before, but just as a reminder, I do know somebody very, very close to this case who is in a position to know virtually everything. Not everything, but virtually everything. And this person has told me from the start, years and years ago, that Jeffrey Epstein, in this person's view, was not a pedophile. This is this person's view, who was there for a lot of this, but that he was into the barely legal type. Like he liked 15-year-old girls. Definitely not trying to make an excuse for this. I'm just giving you facts. That he wasn't into like 8-year-olds, but he liked the very young teen types that could pass for even younger than they were, but would look legal to a passerby. Yeah, so I don't know what's true about him, but we have yet to see anybody come forward and say, I was I was under 10, I was under 14 when I first came within his purview. Look, you can say that's a distinction without a difference.
No, it's not.
I think there is a difference. Yeah. There's a difference between a 15-year-old and a 5-year-old.
Okay. So she says, quote, this person told me years and years ago that Jeffrey Epstein abused 15-year-old girls. So Megyn, let's start there, because you've been sitting with this knowledge for how long? That your friend abused and preyed upon children, but you thought it was okay because they weren't under 10? I can't believe that she admitted to this live on air. Quite strange to me. Thoughts, Ms. Lear?
Check her computer. She probably got her own Epstein files on her motherfucking computer. Because what the fuck is you talking about, bitch?
Exactly. But you know what? I worry now that all of this is starting to come out, that we're just going to see more and more of this kind of weird ass normalization of these types of behaviors. Because a lot of them bitches be having like, what's that what is it like when you have, when your abuser, the word escapes me at the moment, that's frustrating the hell out of me. I think it's Stockholm Syndrome.
Yes.
Is it? So that shit, these emails, and see, these emails, they're showing just how many of these rich and powerful people were in cahoots with one another in some way, shape, or form. And it feels like, again, to me, a lot more folks have knowledge and connections that we even thought before. So I'm very interested. What's your thought on this?
Lock him up, lock her up, lock everybody up who's involved. Anybody who says weird shit like that, I'm gonna automatically associate you with being a PD. I'm sorry.
I just looked this
I
up.
am.
Yeah, I just looked this up. Don't she has a 14-year-old daughter? Yo,
Bitch. Now you sending your 14-year-old daughter to go spend the night
probably.
at Donald Trump's house?
It looks like to me. To me, again, I will say to me, because pedos of a feather flock together, and y'all bird ass bitches are enabling this.
I don't care who you are.
Wow.
My kids ain't spending the night out no fucking where. No fucking where. How about that? So if you was to say that, then yeah, you part of the problem. You are. You agree with that shit. You probably have done it. Somebody needs to look at you. I'm being dead serious. Your little 14-year-old girl bring her little group of friends, little boys and shit over, and you looking at them. Yeah, allegedly. I'm saying this. This how it sounds to me. With you agreeing to stuff like that. It sounds like you like that type of shit.
It's really
what the
weird.
Fuck you mean?
Or you really think that it's okay for a 14-year-old, for anybody? Okay, first off, the law says nobody under 18. So that's the law. But then you're going to add on top of that, oh, well, it's not really young. I mean, he likes them on the younger side. Like, what? What kind of shit? And see, this is why a lot of the outlandish things, this is why, in my opinion, a lot of the outlandish things that we see about his movement and about the people that support him, they share these types of views. It looks like to me. So I don't know.
I'm telling you right now, they're trying to normalize that shit for a reason.
And they are trying to hide these files too. You see how he announced that. Go ahead.
I read somewhere, I can't remember, but I read somewhere that they're trying to pass a bill to lower the age of consent.
Oh yeah.
Meaning that after all of this stuff comes out, if they pass it, which I hope to God that y'all don't come to this, but all this shit, people are gonna walk away scot-free.
That's wild. That is so wild. And but if they pass a law, is it retroactive? Because if that's the case, it can't be retroactive. Even if they pass a law of consent, that creates a problem for today's pedos. Y'all niggas did it back then when it wasn't legal. So if we're letting people off for things that aren't legal, that now are, why are niggas still locked up for weed charges and shit? So, I mean...
Keyword. What you say?
Niggas.
Why are niggas? Oh, okay. Because ain't no white man still locked up for no weed charges.
Nope. They just give the Glock to their homies and touch on children. Fucked up timeline we in. What you got? Hopefully something more upbeat.
Let me see.
Because I have none of that. Actually, I do, but it's fine. Well, you tell me that. I'm all.
Let's see. Apparently, Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner are suing Ray J.
For what?
They have a defamation suit against him.
What did he?
And he's all, fuck that. I'm going to sue your ass right the fuck back. So.
Defamation for what? He made her famous. That dick made her famous because we didn't know who she was till she was fucking him. So, as far as defamation, please.
Well,
sure.
According to TMZ, new documents show Ray saying that the 2003 sex tape was consensual and was not leaked against Kim's will.
Okay. Sure.
The singer says he and Kim consensually shot a sex tape in 2003, and then in 2006 they discussed releasing it, adding that Kim insisted Kris be in charge of the release and the commercial exploitation of the film.
Now that I believe.
Howard King, Ray's attorney, claims the women have spent 2 decades peddling the false story that the sex tape was leaked against her will. Documents also state Ray says on the Kardashians, Kim, Kris, and Ye falsely accused him of sexually assaulting Kim while she was asleep, releasing revenge porn and extortion. Ray says he initiated legal proceedings and Kim, Chris and their production company entered a settlement with him where Kim agreed to pay him $6 million.
Wow.
Ray says he's entitled to $1 million in damages under the agreement. Well, baby, guess what? Pay that man. Pay that man.
Yep.
Because I believe everything. Now, I might not fuck with Ray J.
I mean, I don't, but
when he right, and under legal shit.
But
if
you
he
know
got
what?
that proof, pay
I've
that
always
nigga.
believed that. I've always believed that it
yeah.
wasn't like I've never really believed. You know, I never tried to victim blame or anything like that. And this was during that time, if you recall, news cycles were very heavy and talking about revenge porn. So this was like one of the leading stories, I think, that, you know, kicked off these larger scale conversations. And I just never believed the way that she
they coordinated that whole shit
exactly
from the gate.
And
Stop
I
playing
believe
with
it.
me.
I believe it.
First of all, if you can go back and remember, Kim Kardashian wasn't really popping like that.
Who?
But you know who was?
Ray J. Brandy's brother.
If you can go back and think about it, Paris Hilton was popping. Paris Hilton was everywhere.
White people stuff
Kim
was
came
never my
along
business.
as her friend.
Okay.
Right? Kim ain't have no body. She ain't get her butt done. She ain't have none of that shit. That she ain't look like none of that shit. Go look.
I did. I have.
Google's free. Look at how Kim used to look. She was just that girl's sidekick, if you will.
I'm Googling it now. Kim Kardashian before Ray J's penis. Oh, wow.
No, Google Kim Kardashian in 2003 and what she looked like. She was plain Jane. She was a pretty girl now, don't get me wrong. But she wasn't all like, she didn't look nothing like how she looks now. She didn't got her body done and all of that shit. She attached herself to Ray J on fucking purpose. So she could gain fame.
Yeah.
She could get popping. She could leave the shadows of Paris Hilton
and
elevate herself and her family. Because the only time you was thinking about the Kardashians was what? When her father represented OJ.
Oh shit! I forgot about that. That's the only reason we even know that name.
You didn't hear shit about them motherfuckers at all.
That's true. Well, here you go. The Kardashians was never my business. I came across this thing on TMZ. This headline: Kim and Khloe Kardashian pajama party with Britney Spears. I was like, what? This shit ain't got nothing to do with me.
Oh, okay. Ray J, get your money, boo.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get your coin. Because they sounds like they're going back against what they agreed to in court, and we can't have that. Get your coin, brother.
What else you got?
Next.
Anything?
Let's see. Unfortunately, we have to go back to the dump.
Oh, God. Okay. I'll end on Michelle Obama then. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, Trump withdraws support for Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene after she encouraged his administration to release the Epstein files.
Yep, he gave
Shocker.
her. Yeah, he gave her bleach blonde, bad built butch body the boot because he gave that bitch the boot. He said, "You have been cast from MAGA, bitch." But you know what?
He says, all I see is wacky Marjorie do is complain. She is upset I won't return her calls. I can't take ranting lunatics calls every day.
Yeah, notice how he says that now. But I'm sorry, now he says that now. But like back in the day when everybody was eating dogs and cats and she was like, "You right." He completely rode for her. But now she's going around, she's speaking to people. She's still racist. She is still racist and so far disconnected from the people. But for what she's actually seeing, as far as like the lived experiences from people that she knows, she's sharing that around the country and that's being amplified. And then white people are starting to say, well, wait a minute. Marjorie might be actually, I mean, this is somebody I already rock with. I hate niggas too, but yeah, she's actually saying what the niggas are saying. So Trump took to Twitter and of course tweeted out allegedly that he called her Marjorie Taylor Brown, and then put in the captions, because green grass, when it rots it turns brown. So I think that was his
That's not
clapback.
alleged. He actually said that shit.
Okay, sure.
He actually said that shit.
Okay, so it's a lot. It's a lot, and I don't applaud Marjorie. I don't wish her well, but at the same time, she's speaking and she has a voice. So if she's speaking the right things, y'all listen to her at least for that. Now, I'm not saying vote her back in. Don't do that. But yeah, there you go.
First of all, I'm looking at the rest of his tweets, and I just like, nobody talks like him.
Nobody.
As a fucking president. What the fuck is you talking about? You created the hottest country anywhere in the world.
Don't he talk like a perv?
Country in just 12 months.
He talks like a perv.
Who the fuck talks like that?
Pervs.
He's a disgrace. He is a fucking disgrace. Period.
Can't stand. He's so ghetto. Ugh. Michelle Obama reveals why she never wore braids in the White House and the freedom they bring now in an exclusive interview with People.com. So the former First Lady, who is 61, she's gearing up to release the new coffee table style book, The Look, it came out on November 4th, and opens up to people like never before in this week's cover story. So apparently Michelle's been going around, and now I think she's being a lot more vocal about some of the scrutiny. She's always been vocal, but now I think larger scale conversations are being noticed about some of the ways that she would move in the White House. And she was saying, she says, quote, "I wasn't sure whether the country was ready for it." And as she says, she's talking about her braids and stuff. And if you remember back then to that time, everything the Obamas did was scrutinized. You remember how mad white people was that he was even
when
elected?
He wore that tan suit?
Oh my God.
Bitch.
You had people disrespecting that woman. You had them calling her names. You had them you remember
calling her Michael.
Oh yeah, they
transgender.
said she was trans and she's not trans. They had everything to say about this lady. And I mean, y'all go read it on People. I really want you to actually read it.
Didn't they call them like gorillas or monkeys too?
They did.
Like people were hanging like gorillas and shit like that, and dressing them up in suits.
Remember they were tying little nooses on dolls and hanging them from their houses like wind chimes. Yep, on little brown dolls and shit.
Yep, I remember that.
All of that. So, she says, opting not to wear the hairstyle during her husband's 2 terms as president, the Crown Act, which protects employees and students from race-based hair discrimination, hadn't been passed yet. And just like fashion, I didn't want my hair to become a distraction. So thank you. So the white side of Twitter has been talking, and it's made its way on over to TikTok, and I'm starting to see it now. But they're saying and having conversations like, well, why is she even going there? It's not our fault that it's not our fault that you try to adhere to our standards, because she was saying that she had to appeal to white, the European style of beauty. And a lot of women go through it. A lot of working women in America do. You have to straighten your hair. It has to look quote unquote professional. And she explains that it grows out of our scalp curly already.
This subject is so near and dear to my heart because I have personally went through it. I was working at a job one time, not so long ago, but it was a doctor's office, and I was scrutinized all the time for my hair choices. Now, mind you, you have never seen me look crazy. I might not have a dime to put towards nails makeup, whatever the case may be. But my hair, it's gonna be done.
I know that's right. Work.
But they would allow certain things for other people that work there. That if I tried the same thing, it was deemed unprofessional.
Oh.
It was deemed ghetto.
Let me guess. Color in your
and
hair?
I was looked at differently.
Let me guess. Color in your hair?
Exactly.
But meanwhile, Bethany can rock. She can dye her hair green, and it's trendy when she does
Green,
it.
blue, and purple to be exact.
Okay. Well, I figured. It sounds like the classic white shit. It does.
Now, mind you, we closed the office, and I had a show maybe that weekend or something, and I did not want to change my wig. Nobody was going to be in the office anyway, and there's nothing in. They never had like a handbook that said we couldn't wear certain colors. Never, because as many of the white girls that would come and go, you saw so many colors: pink, two-tone color, one side one color, one side another color. So I had a blue bob. Now it wasn't raggedy; it was beat to the motherfucker.
Oh, you talking about the one that you would wear to the
stiff wear?
You talking about the one that you would wear to the show?
Bob. Yep.
Ah, okay.
My manager sent me fucking home and said I need to come back with new hair.
Wow.
Said that it was unacceptable and unprofessional and called me everything under the sun. And said that if I don't go home and change, I'm going to be not allowed to work or suspended or whatever the case may be. And I'm looking at this girl like, y'all just hired a white girl who's sitting up there with green hair. I'm looking at her. She has green hair. Black nails, grungy. She looks like one of those goth types.
Gotcha.
But you allow her to sit up there with green hair. But I can't wear my nicely pressed blue bob that's not bothering nobody and is not affecting my work.
Wow.
Yep.
But you know what? It's literally corporate America. That's how they operate. This is how and then when y'all go out and you become educated and you become bad bitches with goddamn degrees and become entrepreneurs, then they want to thwart your every attempt to better yourself. You don't want to work with us. Get out of our way. Yep. And I mean that for black people as a whole. Not just black women, but they're the ones that go out and win. And then y'all try to then stop them because you don't like the fact that they can't be stopped.
Don't even get me started on where I went when I went blonde.
Ugh, wow.
And she tried to say that's not my natural color. How do you know? Wow. It's not, but how do you know? Because guess what? Blonde hair is not attributed to Caucasians. Did you know that? I had to break it down to her and show her through my phone. Like, black people can have blonde hair naturally and blue eyes.
I'm sad that you even had to go.
Africa right now where everybody has blonde hair and blue motherfucking eyes. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? I never understood that shit.
Because they're very fragile. They're very fragile.
Man, fuck them. But Kim Kardashian can come outside talking about some fucking boxer braids and act like it's some brand new fucking thing. Get the fuck out of my face. I'm sick of y'all.
She
bitches.
created it, just like Trump said, "Let there be light." I mean, you don't know.
You ain't create shit.
You ain't. What Bible have you read? Because in the Trump Bible, it says
boxer braids. Bitch, those is cornrows. Get the fuck out my face. You know the reason behind cornrows, bitch? Or oh, okay.
White people
where
created
slaves
everything.
used to hide food in their braids. Oh, okay.
Well, you know, they created everything. They need to feel that way. You know.
I'm triggered.
So am I.
I'll step down from my soapbox right now so we can finish this segment.
Yep. So you got any other stories? Or are we going into unseasoned behavior?
No, let's go to some unseasoned shit because I'm already on fire and I'm ready to crash out.
All right. I'll cuss y'all out next.
Yes.
To my queer black men who are in touch with their feminine side and want to work in entertainment, I need to tell you the truth as someone who lives inside this world every day. I once auditioned for a major project and I was stellar in the room. It was a dual audition and even my co-host turned to me afterward and said, "You were incredible. They're going to give you the job." And I looked at her and I said, "Honey, I could walk in there and be the next big thing and they still wouldn't give me the job because they are not putting my tail on that network." And I was right. Not because I wasn't qualified, but because identity plays a role in this industry that talent alone cannot overcome, okay? This business will challenge you in ways most people never talk about. Not the work itself, but the way your identity gets filtered through everyone else's expectations and discomforts. You will deal with white people and people of other races who celebrate you only as long as you remain entertaining and non-threatening. The moment your presence becomes too real, too layered, too grounded, the room shifts. You will deal with black people who want you to present yourself in a way that aligns with their idea of masculinity. And if you do not, they may withhold support, not because you are not gifted, but because your existence disrupts what they were taught to expect. You will deal with gay people who will lift you up only if your identity aligns with their desires or their idea of what queerness should look like. If they are not attracted to you or do not see themselves reflected in you, you may become invisible to them too. See, in this industry, you will often feel as if you have no true home, no safe demographic, no community where you fully belong because you will be underestimated consistently. You will be cast as the sidekick, the accessory, the comedic shadow standing next to someone deemed more marketable. You will watch people with less talent, less training, and fewer ideas rise faster because they are easier for the world to digest. And here is the part that may hurt. Do not expect those who are winning to bring you with them. Even the ones who look like you, even the ones you've supported, because they too often benefit from the very norms that limit you. Their access depends on maintaining proximity to what society finds acceptable, and they may cling to that without ever noticing the privilege that it gives them. But the biggest challenge is learning how to exist inside a system where every part of who you are is simultaneously desired and rejected. See, your femininity will be praised, but only when it entertains. Your blackness will be celebrated, but only when it fits the narrative. And your queerness will be embraced, but only when it is palatable. And your full self, the intersection of it all, may feel like too much for everyone. And this is the reality. And that's not to discourage you, but to prepare you. Because if you choose this path, you must walk into it knowing that the world is still learning how to hold space for people like us. And you will spend much of your career carving out room where no room was ever intended. But if you understand these truths, if you prepare for them, then you can navigate this industry without losing yourself in the process. Because while we may not always belong in the spaces we enter, we still have the power to reshape them.
Marcus has your glimpse into a world without seasoning.
I don't care if she don't vote for me. She's got a nasty attitude.
You have a nasty one too. You was leaning on my car for what?
Because you don't know how to drive? Is that what the
because
problem is?
I don't know how to drive. You were stopped in the middle of a lane with no signals on. With no signals on.
You're a typical stereotypical black woman that nobody likes to deal with.
Okay.
Okay, you are a Jasmine Crockett type.
Okay.
And look at you. Look at you.
Yeah, he said I'm Jasmine Crockett type.
You're Jasmine Crockett type.
Got
All
it.
that nasty masculinity needs to go.
Got it.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Anything you want to say, that's fine. Anything you want to say to
Anything else?
Go ahead. I don't really care.
Anything else?
Yeah.
This is insane for anybody to be.
Oh my god. Okay, so what you heard was what you heard. I told y'all to go look at the video. What you heard was a MAGA congressional candidate blocking a black woman from voting and calling her, quote, the Jasmine Crockett type. You are, quote, you are a stereotypical black woman that nobody likes to deal with, he says. Now, okay. Lyric, are you alright? I wish y'all could see her. She is dying. Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Theotis and the little person. Listen, Theotis and the little person. All right. That sounds like a story. Okay. Theodis Daniel is a father of teen. All right, I'm being serious. Theodis Daniel is the father of a teen cancer survivor, DJ Daniel, who was sworn in as an honorary ICE agent on May 16th of this year. And a special guest of Trump during his State of the Union. I'm telling you. Birds of a feather flock together. According to following his remarks, Mr. Daniel went so far as to attempt to interfere with my right to vote, wrote Charity Zani. She says, quote, I am very aware of who Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett is. I know he meant it as an insult, but I took it as one of the highest compliments I've ever received in my life. The incident basically occurred outside the Acres Home Multi-Service Center in Houston, Texas. So now to the point of my rant this week. Y'all niggas really be having a problem with confident and assertive women, don't you? It's so weird. Them being more doesn't make you less. Why are straight cisgender men so fragile? Why do y'all feel like your own masculinity is challenged if women aren't subservient to you? What does Jasmine Crockett type even mean? Educated, collected, measured, gorgeous, talented, trailblazing, responsible? My list can keep going about what a Jasmine Crockett type is. But it looks like y'all's definition seems to be limited to simply any black woman that doesn't back down and fold to you. And I seriously hate that for you strange bitches. So Texas, I know we have a few listeners there. Just keep in mind that when it comes to voting, who Theodis Daniel is, in case he tries to run again, and that name should not be hard to remember. Doesn't seem common to me.
The fact that you said Theodis decides to run again was given very slave.
But get the biggest flex of all this. Why Jasmine Crockett just dropped merch that says Jasmine Crockett type?
I'm getting that dad built refund shit. When I tell you I seen that shirt, bitch, I'm supporting you, okay? Don't worry about it. I'm gonna have that shirt on.
Y'all continue.
Soon.
Yep, y'all continue to hate. She continues to build, and I love it. Man, fuck y'all insecure ass, fragile fuck boys. And that, what you got?
That little person is his son.
Wait, why is his son? Oh, wait.
Why is he dressed like
that? Was the ICE agent? Oh,
He's 13.
Okay.
I guess they made him an honorary cop, and now he's walking around.
I did say honorary ICE agent in this article. Okay, now that makes sense. Because I was like, that police officer is very, very short. Like when I was watching this, I was like, that's a little, that triggers my fear. That's one of my fears.
I don't like. I'm scared of little people for real. I'm laughing, but I'm scared of them. I've been in there many times. I've seen them in public. Like I went to Walmart a couple months ago, and I seen them running down the aisles, and
running down the aisles. Lyric, shut
up. The fuck off running. What you talking about? Hell no.
It was children.
Like that. I know that they're people too, but please. I'm terrified of little people.
But Theodis, y'all remember that name? Theodis Daniel. And don't he look like he would have a funky ass stank looking wife? Don't he look like the type?
I don't know.
Oh well. Anyways, Wi-Fi's up next.
I got to shut out.
What? You got something to say?
No. Hold on.
Anything else?
Anything you want to say? That's fine. Anything you want to say?
Anything else?
Go ahead. I don't really care.
Anything else?
Yeah.
This is insane.
Because why is he standing there? And why are you getting your kid to freaking record this?
You have a nasty one too.
Why do you have your kid dressed as a fake ICE agent like he's your security?
Is that your wife?
First of all, who the fuck what area is he really securing? Let's be honest. Why does he have that on in public? Ain't that you impersonating an officer of the law? I don't care if they gave you a little certificate and made you an honorary member. You walking around like you one of them bitches for real.
And why are you a politician? Stop trying to stop a voter from voting. Let's start that. Like, come on now, really?
People weird, man. People are so fucking weird.
It's this MAGA cult. I'm telling you, this is like something I don't think America has ever seen. This is a cult, in my opinion. So,
baby.
Well, that is this week's unseasoned behavior. We'll be right back with the Wi-Files.
Hey, Megan Kelly. I'm Eloise and I'm 14 years old. I wasn't even going to say anything because the topic is an adult one. My mom even made a video about it yesterday because we didn't feel it was an appropriate topic for a child to speak about. But after hearing you go on camera and explain that Epstein wasn't into 8-year-olds, just the barely legal type like 15, I realized you might need an actual reality check from a literal child. So let me help you out. Megan, people in my grade are turning 15 right now. Some of us still have baby faces. Some of us still have braces. Some of us still call our parents when we're scared at night. Some of us still look like middle schoolers because we basically are. And the fact that a grown woman needs a teenager to explain that is honestly terrifying. Here's the part you seem confused about. Under federal law, anyone under 18 is a child. No asterisk. No, but they hit puberty. No, older kids don't count. Anyone under 18 is a child. You said you were just giving facts, but here's the real fact. What you said wasn't factual. It was minimizing. It was making abuse sound like a technicality. And Megan, here's the part you really need to hear. If a 14-year-old has to get on the internet and explain to a grown adult with national platform that children are children and there's no age where abuse suddenly becomes less bad, then the problem isn't confusion, it's corruption. Because kids my age aren't supposed to be the ones correcting you. We're not supposed to be the moral compass in a room full of adults who should have known better. But here we are. If my voice makes you uncomfortable, good, it should. Because the minute adults start defending predators by debating the age of a child, you're not protecting the truth. You're protecting the predator. And you shouldn't need a freshman to tell you that.
Why do you have roaches?
Why do my children hate me?
On WRTR Real Talk Radio.
Why did my vagina burn?
The truth is out there.
Explaining the unexplained. We're answering why to the questions you want to know about taking your skeets at WRTR Radio. We take your emails also over at WRTRradio@gmail.com. This is the Wi-Files. The truth is out there. Why are you falling out?
Because why can't we take shit serious?
What didn't we take serious? What was being serious?
Young, nothing. None of these headlines this week have I not laughed at. I have been laughing nonstop. If I bring my husband here right now, he gonna confirm. I have been laughing nonstop.
Now you don't.
That's probably why I'm so tired too. I have been laughing nonstop all week long.
This news cycle has been hilarious. It has. All right. What is your why?
That was my why.
Oh my God!
Why I can't take shit seriously?
Because we're not well people. We're kind of off, just a little bit.
Oh my God, bro! I cannot. Like, take me back 10 years ago, please, because I can't deal with 2025 shenanigans. This shit right here is fucking wild.
It is.
Y'all wild.
I told you. This is why I told you. Back in November. This is why I was so pissed. You remember me screaming?
Mm-hmm.
It's because of this.
This is like a bad Tubi movie that's playing out in real time in front of our eyes.
It is sponsored by
Y'all
Fox.
have these low budget ass fucking people in charge of this shit.
You do.
And we just gotta suffer through and watch the shit unfold.
Yep.
Sorry, Tubi, for the
Sorry, Tubi. Sorry, Tubi hell. Sorry, Tubi hell. Them niggas run Fox. Or they're run by the same people that run Fox. So all them little badass, horrible ass movies depicting black people as, I don't know, whatever kind of caricatures y'all got in your mind. Then. Yeah, fuck y'all. Fuck Tubi. Why?
Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why.
Yeah.
Because this shit right here, it's wild.
It is.
Never would have dreams I would be living in this type of time frame.
And people, okay, and y'all are normalizing it. Well, I mean, is 10 really that young? I mean, 14. I mean, she probably got hair, right? I mean, what?
It's giving R. Kelly. That
It
motherfucker
is.
said, "How young we talking?"
Why?
Because the truth is out there, bitch, and y'all motherfuckers got me so done.
Harvey asks, Harvey didn't put where he's from, but Harvey asked, why do grown-ass men be watching cartoons? I get it if you're a father, but there's something weird about grown men watching cartoons. That comes from Harvey. So,
why Harvey can't mind his motherfucking business? Because I watch what I want to watch.
Exactly. Let's start there. And then Harvey, can you...
I watch anime. I mean, and they don't consider anime cartoons, but I mean...
they probably do.
It basically is.
I mean...
and I watch regular cartoons, like stuff that I used to watch when I'm younger. If it comes on, I'm gonna fucking watch it. So what? So what? Why are you bothered? Why is that weird? And let's be clear, most of the cartoons from even back in the day included content that went over children's heads.
It did. It really
Adults
did.
made them. So there was going to be some adult content slid in there. Because I didn't watch the movies that I watched as a kid, and I rewatched them now as an adult, and I'm like, oh, no, the fuck they didn't
Exactly.
say that.
They have
that's fucking crazy.
They have
went over our head.
They have entire TikTok forums with stuff that we didn't notice back in the day that went over our heads. So I've definitely seen things like this. But I mean, to answer your question, sometimes you need an escape. Certain escapes are healthy. For people that watch cartoons, you're tapping into the childhood side of you. Like, you know, if you watch them for nostalgia, if you like it because you just watch the program or you just like the program, that's fine. I don't see anything wrong with it. So I don't know. I mean, get your joy wherever you can get your joy, as long as it's not illegal. But yeah, the smaller things in life, because who wants to sit there and watch goddamn MSNBC, or they're rebranding it to MS Now?
And I want to
watch
ask
that shit all the time.
Do you feel the same way about people who collect toys? Do you consider them childish? Because I don't. I done seen this. What is his name?
Marcus Smoot?
I can't think of his name.
Yep.
I think his name is Jonathan or something like that. Starts with a J. I can't think of, but the Stallion. On TikTok. I love, not TikTok, Instagram. He might have a TikTok, but I love watching his content because he gets the best. When I say the best products and the look of joy on his face, like he just bought the last installment of the Transformers robots.
Right.
And he does unboxing on his Jordan. Sorry, his name's Jordan. He does the unboxings on his Instagram. And the look of pure black boy joy on that man's face is so adorable. And I love it. So why shit on somebody's parade like that? If it's not bothering you, mind your fucking business. If you don't like cartoons, that's your right.
You voted for Trump,
but
didn't
for those of us who do, mind your fucking business.
You voted for Trump, didn't you? I think you did.
Probably did.
Maybe the children should have less dolls this year. You did that, didn't
Child.
you? Why?
Because the truth is out there.
And that wraps it up for this week's Wi-Files. You know the socials. Up next, I guess we got a combined effort of little news to make you nauseous, and I think Lyric said she got to watch this with me. So, oh, that devious laugh. I'm in for something. Okay.
Yes, you are.
Okay, we'll be
You're
right
gonna
back.
love it.
Okay, so this might sound random, but it's been on my mind. You don't have to be going through something to care about it. Like, no, I'm not food insecure. I'm not homeless. I don't have kids. But I know if you're struggling to eat, I'm going to help you. If you're about to lose your home, I'm going to try to figure something out with you. And if somebody comes for your kid, yeah, you're going to see both my top and bottom row of teeth in that mugshot. No hesitation. I don't even really know why I'm thinking about this. And no, I'm not letting people get to me, so chill on that. It's just like somewhere along the way, people started acting like empathy is conditional. Like if it doesn't affect them, then it's not real. And that is wild to me. You don't have to live somebody's life to know when something's wrong. Like, why do I gotta be starving to care that somebody's hungry? Why do I need to lose everything to understand that people shouldn't have to? It's like people only care when it's convenient, when it fits their schedule, their politics, or their feed. And I get it, life's hard, everybody's tired. But caring does not cost you anything, not one thing. And I don't know, maybe that's just how I was raised or how I'm wired. But I don't have to live what you're living to know that you deserve better. And honestly, I don't even really know where I'm going with this. I just know that I'm tired of people acting like basic empathy is a personality trait. It's not. It's the bare minimum. So yeah, maybe my life doesn't look like yours. But that doesn't mean I don't care. Because empathy doesn't need experience. It just needs people who give a damn. Anyway, y'all get what I'm saying.
I hide my hair the way I hide my feelings. I wear wigs like I wear this mask every day. I call it protective styling. Because if I expose the truth when you ask me if I'm okay, I'm afraid that just like me, others will find it hard to find the beauty in my natural. I've been told that I'm too sensitive just as I've been told my head is too thick, so of course, I try to make myself more manageable, more presentable. Maybe if my edges are on fleek, it'll distract them from what I'm hiding underneath. Or maybe if I tuck away my emotions, people will no longer feel like I'm putting it in their face. Or maybe just as my hair, my feelings are just too much to detangle. Maybe my damage is too deep, and that's why their first instinct is always just to cut me off. Maybe these ends are far too split to repair. Maybe the roots of my trauma are just too thick to comb through. Hairstylists say, I think her hair just needs a relaxer. Doctors say, here, these pills should relax her, but I'm tired of being controlled. I've been locked inside the prison of my mind for far too long. I've been deep conditioned into thinking that I am not enough as I am. All I've ever wanted to be is free. As unruly as my coils, as bold as my afro, I no longer want to succumb to shrinkage. I want to stretch beyond the limits without caring about any breakage. My hair and my feelings are tired of being swept under the rug, treated without care. I've come to understand that I will always run dry if I'm not moisturized with the right products. Everyone is not supplied the proper nourishment that I need. How will I ever be able to flourish if I'm surrounded by dehydration? I should never have to adapt, but rather they should adjust to my texture because everyone's is not the same. Sometimes I forget that there is a crown on my head. I am a daughter of the king. I deserve to be treated like the royalty I am without having to lay down for anybody. And no, I cannot foresee how I may feel tomorrow. But if you cannot accept me for who I am, maybe I'm just not your style. Thank you. Thank you. If you'd like to follow me, it's MISS Spoken Poet. Thank you.
Now, news to make you nauseous on WRTR Real Talk Radio. Let's go.
These are some of the stories you might not read about in the New York Times, the Washington Post, or the Wall Street Journal. And yeah, we're going to get to that because Lyric sent me this wild ass video. What is this? We're watching this. You just want me to click play or you want to give backstory? What? Fine. Watch this with me, y'all.
I can't.
Win. In 1 week, you'll see them. I promise. I swear. The Epstein files, I'll lay them all bare. But 1 week went poof, and the papers stayed hid. What files? What island? I never said I did. I never knew Epstein. Not me, not at all. Never rode on his plane, never stepped in his hall. Though once Trumper Rump bragged with a wink and a yell. We're buddies, old Jeffrey. Been friends quite a spell. And when Ghislaine Maxwell was tossed in
Why
her
they got
cell,
her drawn like
Rump
that?
smirked at reporters. I wish her well. Epstein then died under Rump's watchful eye. But questions kept buzzing. The who, where, and why. Rump shouted, they're fake. A Democrat trick. A smear job. A hoax. They made it up quick. If the files show me, I worked for the feds. If they don't, there's still lies that you made in your heads. Even the fox, yes, the fox in the box, scratched at his chin and straightened his socks. If all's on the level, he said with a leer, then why keep them hidden year after year? Before all the files, before Epstein's fall, we'd heard him already. The tapes said it all. I grab them, he boasted. I take what I crave. It's power, not manners, that makes them behave. And his very first wife, when divorce took its shape,
That is an
said
awful
Trump
drawing.
was no stranger to marital rape. Then came a letter. For Epstein's big day, Trump mocked a young woman in a vile way. Her
That a
body
swastika?
like child's, her figure a joke, his signature drawn like pubic hair strokes.
No.
Then the vote came to Congress, a chance to reveal. The victims cried, "Show us, let justice be real." But Trump wagged his finger, voice sharp and loud. "Don't trust all those women, they're part of the crowd. Vote no on disclosure, don't give them a peek. Protect me, my friends, don't let truth make me weak."
Oh.
The party fell silent. They all towed the line, their loyalty thicker than justice or spine. Don't look at the victims, don't look at the crime. Don't look at the papers, it's not the right time.
This is
Still
a children's
onward, he
book.
climbed through the mud and the spin. "Look here, look at that, look, huge bigly win." He huffed and he puffed, he deflected, he lied. The files stayed unopened, the truth pushed aside. So ask for the papers, look at the pile. Don't be distracted by glitter or guile, because hats can be flashy and men can be fast. But the truth, when it matters, will outlast the last. Trump I rump, and the Epstein files and other little golden toilet books are available on Amazon.
Wow. Wow. I want that book. I feel like I could. I feel like somebody should read that book to me every night before I fall asleep.
The look on Marcus's face like he wants to go to bed.
I do.
Satisfied.
I am so relaxed. They should tell this story to children
All tucked in.
in their little MAGA beds. Aw. Nestled so tight. Before daddy comes in and touches them, apparently. You weird bitches. Anyway. News to make you nauseous. These are some of the stories. I did that part. Say what? Highlands Ranch, Colorado.
Say what? Oh my God.
A middle
happened
school
there?
teacher. This is on the cusp of this. We must have had the same thing on the mind. Pedos.
Okay.
A middle school teacher has been arrested on charges of sexual assault of a child by one in a position of trust, like a pattern of abuse, internet exploitation of a child, and stalking after she was accused of a year-long relationship with the student, after which the student alleges she began to stalk them.
Wow.
According to 2fab.com, Teresa Wallen, 28, of Centennial, has been employed with the Douglas County School District since July of 2021 and was working at a Ranchview Middle School as an integrated wellness teacher at the time of her November 10th arrest. The arrest was made with the Special Victims Unit after she allegedly admitted to a sexual relationship with the underage victim, according to an arrest affidavit obtained by Fox affiliate KDVR. Wallen, who has been put on administrative leave per a press release from the Douglas County's Sheriff's Office, and the school district is fully cooperating with the ongoing investigation. So, this is some sick shit. Y'all are not well. She had a whole relationship with a middle school child.
I swear.
Y'all are not well. And then, okay, no, I can't with the pedos. This is so weird. Like, even after y'all quote broke up, you stalked him. You stalked him. You wouldn't leave this little 12-year-old alone?
It's wild.
All right.
It is really wild.
All right, whatever. I'm sorry, it was a 12-year-old age gap between the teacher and the student. So, yeah. Anyways,
yeah, I got one.
Okay, go for it.
Let's see. Say what, Chicago?
Say what? What did Chicago do?
A Chicago man arrested without bond after claiming a demon made him murder his 2-month-old son that he wanted to abort. Authorities say the infant passed 8 hours before the father gave the baby back to his mom, claiming he was asleep.
Wow. This is why that 102-year-old lady can't find no nigga, because y'all out here doing shit like this. Okay. Wow. A demon?
Yep.
A demon. So when do we beat his ass? I mean, I'm not imposing violence.
Oh, please, because you already
figurative.
know when as soon as he get to the jail, they're gonna fuck his ass up. They don't play that shit.
Of course.
Crimes against children. While speaking with the authorities, Evans allegedly admitted to the crime, claiming a demon made him do it. To make matters worse, the baby's mother said that when she told Evans she was pregnant, he wanted her to get an abortion. She also claimed that he physically abused her throughout the pregnancy, even punching her in the stomach at one point.
Wow.
After his arrest, a judge ordered Evans to be held without bond, good, as he awaits trial for this senseless crime. Wow.
Underneath the jail. Y'all are not well. You're not well. If you want these and more nauseating news stories, you know where to follow us over on Blue Sky at WRTR Radio. I'm also over on TikTok and also Blue Sky at MarcusSmoot. That is Marcus Smoot.
And y'all can find me on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Lyric Bravado.
All right, we real talking porn next, but not the way that we talked porn last week. Not that way. I think we're do we have the porn obsession now? Okay.
We'll be right back.
I'm hungry, but I can't afford food. Will you help me? Get a job. Okay, I got a part-time job, but I still can't afford food. Will you help me? Work full-time then. Okay, I found a full-time job, but now I lost my health insurance because I make too much. I still can't afford food. Will you help me? No, stop being lazy and get a better job then. Go to college or something. Okay, I took out loans and I went to college like you said, but now I have a bunch of school loans I have to pay back on top of my health insurance. I still can't afford food. Will you help me? It was your choice to take those loans out. Get a job and pay them off like the rest of us. Okay, I was one of the lucky few to get a job in my field after graduating, but now I have to pay for student loans, my health insurance, I lost my food stamps because I make too much, and they take more money out of my paycheck for taxes. I still can't afford food. Will you help me? No, we won't. Well, on one condition. What condition is that? Pop out a kid. What? You're a single person household. We don't really care about you, but if you have a baby, suddenly we have way more assistance available for you. So you're saying I only deserve food in this country if my body is either A, performing labor, or B, in labor? That's correct. Okay, this system seems really broken. No, it's not broken. It's working exactly how we designed it to.
Those same white conservative men that talk about traditional family values talk a whole different talk when it's private. Because it be those same conservative white men in my DMs calling me a black goddess and asking me to humiliate them while they worship my black ass, kissing my black feet, and sending me reparations, begging me to punish them for being conservative white pitiful men. And baby, I'm gonna be real with you, it's not just a kink. This is American history leaking through. You see, America taught these men to hate blackness while secretly craving it. They were taught to fear our power, but they secretly still want our approval. But let's not be fooled, they don't love us. They just want to absolve themselves through us. And instead of doing the real work, voting for equality, equity, speaking up and advocating for black women publicly and with the way they vote, instead they want to Cash App and Venmo us a few dollars and call it reparation. Ugh, disgusting. This is how much of a hypocrite they are. This is how pitiful they are. And I'm not humiliating them for laughs. I'm simply letting y'all see what repression looks like when it starts paying a monthly subscription. And you best believe I'm gonna take those donations, reparations, whatever they want to call them, and I'm gonna put it towards doing the real work that they're too chicken shit to do.
Keeping it 100. It's Real Talk. On WRTR, Real Talk Radio. We keep it real.
With all this talk of Putin possibly having this footage where Donica Blewinsky and Bubba had him on it got me to thinking of how common this is and how now I'm considered a weirdo for not having nude pics of myself. You know what I'm saying? Like porn and having pictures and Twitter is either politics or pornographic or propaganda.
Yep, that's why I don't have one no more.
And I mean, recording of sexcapades. Do you believe in it or not is what we're talking about this week. Believe in it or not?
Do I believe in recording sexual escapades?
Yeah, let's say you and the person that you were recording with or you and the person that you're sleeping with want to record something for your later pleasure, later whatever y'all kinks are, and things of that nature.
No, fuck no.
So
hell no.
You don't believe in it either.
Nope.
In the same way.
Nope.
Y'all are
because motherfuckers
weird.
just always save shit to the cloud.
Yep.
And absolutely the fuck not. And then you be release some shit years down the line and say that it leaked or your phone was stolen and all that bullshit. I ain't with none of that shit.
And now you're Ray J. See?
but you regular degular, so you ain't gonna get no money. You just gonna get the shame that comes with it.
Listen,
listen,
over in gay world, I don't know if it's the same in straight world, but in gay dating world, it's almost a rite of passage. Like, I'm a social pariah because I don't have dick pics in my phone. That's so strange. Why are
people are weird? People are weird.
And I don't know. Maybe I'm just much more of a private person than most. I mean, it's been proven at this point that I am, but I would hate to think what would be our most private moments being later used or weaponized against me. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if I trusted the person, even if I was down and we doing all types of nasty shit together and all of that, like, that's cool, but why would I want to record that? Or
I don't know. I just feel like different. unless you work in that industry, what is you recording shit for?
What is the weird thing with Twitter where people be getting like I don't understand that. Now I'm not going to yuck somebody's yum, but I don't understand what just fucking somebody and posting it on Twitter. What's the point? Like, I get if you had like a paid OnlyFans, I get that, because then those have subscriptions. But for y'all niggas just posting this shit on Twitter, why? And then the comments be, "Ooh, I'm gonna get some of that. Ooh, me next," and stuff. And I'd be like, y'all are not well. Like, what do you mean?
I hate it. That's why I love it. And I don't go on Twitter no more, because literally as soon as you sign in, it's nothing but bitches on there popping pussy and trying to sell pussy and rate my pics or my FaceTimes for $50 a show and all types of wild shit. Like, when did y'all become so sex crazed and obsessed with this type of content? Like, is that all you have to offer is what I'm at?
Yes, for a lot of people, I think that's the answer. I think that's literally the answer, because you don't have nothing but dick. Like, you just got dick. That's it. Like, you don't have
gross.
knowledge.
It's gross. And at some point, y'all gotta grow the fuck up. Like, there's other things to be worried about than you trying to sell your fucking cooch on fucking Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it.
I don't mind it if you are making money. I'm just talking about y'all to just be into. You're just so much into porn.
I mind it because Twitter is open to the public for everybody. I mind it because it's not on a private adult site. I do mind.
That is true.
I do mind because my kids have access to that bullshit. And what the fuck? They can't even have like a Twitter and talk to their friends or whatever. I don't allow them at all.
Right.
I got to monitor a lot of shit. They can't even go on there. Y'all even doing that shit on Roblox.
What? What do you mean?
Oh yeah.
What do you mean?
Hell yeah.
They're doing porn on Roblox?
Yes.
Okay.
They have games where they making the characters screw each other. Yes, they do. That is actually the pedo ground right there. Because it's nothing but adults talking to children and making these type of games so that the kids can play them.
I am so far removed to what children are doing that I did not know that this was happening. Wow.
Oh, absolutely.
Wow. Okay. That is knowledge that hopefully is helpful to some of y'all that did not know that this was a possibility. Maybe you can float that to some of your friends. Wow.
You need to. I recommend checking phones and all type of electronic devices to see what's going on because, That is the pedo grounds right there.
Now I knew. Okay.
I'm being dead serious. I watched a video on TikTok where this girl, she had to take her 8-year-old's tablet because she caught the game that he was playing, and the characters were on the bed and naked and.
Who's having Roblox sex? Why? Y'all are not okay.
That's what they're making.
Wow.
So that's why I said you have to be very mindful. Very, very mindful, because this world is fucked up.
Y'all are disgusting. My God. Well, children.
Everything is porn, sex. It's like y'all don't have nothing else to look forward to but that.
Wow. As we all sit and wait for these files to drop. Okay. It's raining pedos. But yeah, that's my opinion. I'm not the porn in my phone type. I'm not a let's greet with peen pics type of dude. That's just not me. It's not who I've ever been. Again, I'm not gonna yuck somebody's yum, but unpack that.
We've always hated that, though, since the very beginning. Remember, I used to get them all the time when I first started?
Yeah, I do.
I mean, all the time. What is y'all fascination with sending unasked for nudes?
I mean, I guess it's
somebody's DM.
At
like,
least
get the fuck out of my face with that shit. That's the quickest way for you to get cussed out.
I think it
blocked,
sets the tone.
And then laughed at, because then I'm gonna talk shit on this platform and say, you know what? Look what this little nasty ass motherfucker sent me that I didn't ask for. I didn't consent to. Bleach. 24/7 bleach. The amount of bleach I had to go through.
You remember I asked Brian, I said, can we do dick pic of the week? He was like,
I mean, it was that bad. It was that fucking bad. And I'm like, y'all are weird. Y'all are weird. For real. Like, no bullshit. Y'all are weird.
Okay.
Stop. That's why I lock my social media pages down. Y'all can't get access to my shit no more. Gave y'all motherfucking inch, y'all took them out. Literally.
Down to the shaft.
I can't.
I won't, because it's disgusting. All right, and that wraps up this week's WRTR Real Talk Radio. Once again, you can find us on the socials at WRTR Radio. We are emails wrtradio@gmail.com, and our website wrtradio.transistor.fm. All right, Miss Lyric, you got any final words before we get up out of here?
I do not.
You sure? Nothing?
I sure don't. I think I've said everything that I needed to say. I just can't wait for this episode to drop so y'all can see what we named this hoe. That's what I'm excited about.
We are
y'all
ignorant.
Please listen to this episode.
Yep.
And let us know how you feel about these past week's events unfolding.
Definitely do. And we'll holler at y'all maybe next week. I don't know. Y'all drag us either way. We'll talk to y'all. Bye.
Bye.
WRTR Real Talk Radio.
This week's show featured work from TikTok creators Nakali.Monroe, Jessica.McDonald005, The Kaylin Allen, Cheering for Change, Ashley, The Baroness, The Cafe Open Mic, Tom.Cartoon6, and Kiki Ray Real, using our platform to amplify your voices.